Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweetpea Seeds Inspirations. My name is Sydney, and today I want to take you guys on a tour through my craft room. Since I did this last, which was over a year ago, we have added quite a bit in here. And I just want to kind of take you guys through the craft room and share with you guys some things that we have done, we have built ourselves, and all that good stuff in between. So if you will, sit back, relax, work on a project as I take you through a tour through my craft room. Like I said, we have done quite a bit of work here in the craft room. And if you've seen the last tour or in my earlier videos, you know that these walls were completely white and I could not stand them. So we went in sometime last year and painted the whole craft room, other than in the closet, with a light blue on the wall, and then the ceiling and the trim work are a tan color. Now on this wall we have added some stickers, which are dandelions and some butterflies, and there is a little saying on the wall that says, I'm trying not to get that glare on there, but dance as though no one is watching, love as though you've never been hurt, sing as though no one can hear you, and live as though heaven is on earth, which I love reminding myself because sometimes I get stuck in my head and feel like I have to make myself small in order to please others. So that is a great reminder for me. Now, the next thing is this desk. It is a little messy right now, or to me it's a little messy, but this is where all of the moments are captures between tutorials and just footage. There is a lot of time spent here at this desk between crafting and recording, and then just some other stuff at the bottom, which I do need to straighten up. I need to really get some organized bins and get that all cleaned up, which I've been saying for the last year and a half, and has not been completed yet. Now, the next thing is my 32-inch Ashford weaving loom. Now, I've had this weaving loom for almost going on 4 years now. Up until recently, we ended up building the stand ourselves, which was fairly inexpensive compared to the prices online. If you were to buy the stand offline, they're like $135 for the 32-inch loom. Now, we may have spent maybe $30-40 building that stand, so it was a fairly inexpensive for us to build that stand. So I've been wanting the stand for quite a while now, since I got the loom, just to make things a lot more easier, and we finally got it done. So that is one of the newer things that are here in the craft room, and since I've done the tour last, that has been added as well. Now next is my spinning wheels. So this blue one is the very first one that I ended up getting 3 years ago, which is a good and basic spinning wheel. It is a Irish tension. I'm not the biggest fan of it, just because it just didn't make it very easy to spin on me and was very aggravating. So that one has been gifted to my daughter. And then I ended up getting an Ashford Kiwi 3, which I absolutely love, and you see in many videos here on the channel. And it's an overall good spinning wheel, great for beginners, great for experienced spinners. It's just an overall good spinning wheel. Next thing is the yarn wall, which these shelvings are able to move based on how I want them. So if I want the 2 bottom shelvings up top, I can move them and then move the 2 down, or if I want them in the middle, I can arrange these however I like, which I do like having that option. Just because sometimes I like things a little bit different. Now, I do like the way that it is right now for what I have in the craft room. So this first shelving over here is just some knickknacks and gifts that I have gotten over the years, between stickers from subscriptions or from my subscribers, along with some inspirational things that either family members have gotten me or I have just been gifted. And then I do have still my shelving, my moon shelving that has my crystals on it. Now I have added some necklaces along with some earrings that I have made on here. I love this because this is more of my deeper side of me. So I do love still having that in here. And then of course this is my just printer, also along with some hand spun yarn. Most of this is what I have spun, other than this came from Ray's Yarn Addiction that she was so gracious to spin for me, which I love it. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I do love seeing that here. And then I do have my braids that I have hand dyed myself, which are on Etsy, except for the nerd ropes and the sunflower ones. They are not on Etsy just yet, but they are available if you are interested. And then this is all of my scrap yarn, and then up there is hanks or cakes that I have not used yet. So the next thing is my mannequin, and what is on my mannequin is one of my newer projects. So this will actually come out sometime in February. As far as the date right now, I think it actually comes out maybe on February 16th. I'm not for sure. Maybe I'll add that in. But this is the intertwine shawl. I do have a shawl that is very similar to the look of it, which is called my Simply Twisted Cable Shawl. If you would like to go check that out, I'll make sure it's linked here on the video. But this is a newer design that is going to be soon coming out in a tutorial. I absolutely love it, and if you know me, I am a sucker for cables. And I still have my soccer picture of my sophomore year of high school still up, which is probably one of my more favorite pictures of me at a younger age. I played soccer from probably around pre-K, kindergarten age, all the way up until my senior year of high school, which I did play off and on. I did play some other sports. I tried basketball out. I did not like basketball, and basketball does not like me. I always tend to get hurt when playing basketball. I played co-ed baseball when I was in the 5th grade. I loved it, just never did it again. And then through all the way up until freshman year of high school, I stuck with soccer. And my freshman year of high school, I did try out rugby, girls rugby, and I absolutely loved it and was looking forward to play it again my sophomore year. But unfortunately, at this time, we did live in Tennessee. When we moved to California, they did not have girls rugby there. So that was a little bit bummer, and I wish I would have been able to play rugby through my high school years, but unfortunately that did not happen. So yes, I did play soccer from pre-K, kindergarten age, all the way up until my senior year, but this is my sophomore year picture. Now next to that is my blanket ladder that I've had since probably before I even started the channel. I love having this here because I love being able to showcase some blankets that I have made in the past or just other things. This is a cowl that was gifted to my daughter from my stepmother-in-law this past Christmas. And then this is my hazel knitted scarf, which there is a tutorial on YouTube if you would like to go check that out. Now this top blanket here is one of my very first projects that I had made when crocheting. I have been crocheting since 2018, and this was one of the very first projects. So this is the virus blanket, and it will be gifted to my daughter later on in life. And then the one below it is her first blanket that I made for her first Christmas. I just have not given it to her because I don't want her to ruin it. And that was a lot of fun to work on. It is the Charlotte Dreams. I can't remember the exact name of it, but at that time I wasn't that experienced in crocheting. So I did, before this blanket, make the Sophie's Universe. So between that blanket and this blanket, I learned quite a bit. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, especially working these triangles here. A lot of fun to work. And then the bottom one is one of my first hand woven blankets. I did use some Karen yarn. I can't remember exactly what it is. But yeah, that is probably one of my more favorite blankets that I have made in the past as well. I just love the way that the yarn did play out. And then here you just have some hats and scarves and stuff like that that needs to be donated, and one of my Lion Brand's Santa sacks. And then I have the closet. This is something new that we did do in the last year that you did not see if you have seen my last craft room tour. So what is closed on here was up here where all these shelvings are, and then on top of that there was just a shelving. So there really was not a lot of space in the closet in order for me to put stuff in. So we went in and got some plywood and made some cubby holes just so that I can organize a little bit better and have more room for different things. So you do have my sewing and everything that is pretty much sewing right there. This is just some random stuff, beads, some diamond paintings, my paper for the printer, just some random things. And then you also do have my Nano right there. It's on timeout right now. The drive band ended up breaking on me, so it's in timeout right now. And then here is some wool and alpaca and fibers that I have either hand dyed, blended on the drum carder, or made Rolex with, or whatever. And then some more fiber that I have gotten from Kamash Fibers or off of Etsy. And then some more fiber as well. This is, as you can see, this is my fiber section right here. And then here is some books that I do have along with my yarn winder, which I do love. And then here is mainly stuff for my hand dyeing fiber, which I do need to get rid of that pan because it is destroyed, and then just some random stuff up there. And then some more yarn, some work in progresses, and then this is a Lazy Kate that my husband made probably about 5 years ago now. I love it, and every time I spin, I use it. So I do love that. Some alpaca, some polyfill, and then a tote there that's got more crafts in it. Now this is something new as well that I have not shared off in the last tour that is new within the last year. This is a Murphy table. So if we have guests, what I can do is actually fold this table up onto the wall and have more space for the guest. So I do like having that option. It has not happened yet, but I do like also having that option as well. My husband and I both built this together. I kind of got a design exactly what I wanted, and then he kind of built it and I helped him build it as well. And then we just put which is actually a shower curtain on top of this that we cut it out and then stapled it to the wood. So on the Murphy table, down here you do have all of my acid dyes along with some citric acid that I do have left. Now this dowel rod here, if I wanted to put hanks on it or hang something up, there is an option. Now what's on the Murphy table is pretty much all fiber related stuff. So you have my drum carder, which is new since the last tour that I have given. which I did get that off of Etsy. I'll make sure that is linked down in the description box if you are interested in checking that out. I do have my scales so that I can weigh out the fiber when I go to hand paint it or dye it or hank it up and see how many grams and ounces it is. You do have this little sign that I got from Dollar General, my hand carders along with my blending board. That is a sheep amigurumi that I have not finished the ears on, which I made several years ago. I was trying to come up with my own pattern, but it did not work very well. As you see, there is many holes in it. And then the flower was gifted from one of my viewers. And then this is all of my hand spun yarn. Other than this was hand dyed, which is some cotton. And don't mind my ghetto door over there, that has got to be fixed. Now, this is the newest thing in the craft room, which is my Sweetpea Sids Inspirations. If you've seen my most recent update video, I did kind of talk about this. So for several years now, I wanted a sign that said Sweetpea Sids Inspirations. Now, the original design was supposed to have a spinning wheel here on the side, but the guy could not do that for whatever reason. The machine kept on freezing up when he tried to put it in. So he was not able to do the spinning wheel, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I still love the way that it came out. So on the fly, my husband came up with the sunflower. So the guy ended up adding that in. Now, what we did, my husband and myself, is we just spray painted it and did kind of like a galaxy theme. We just played around quite a bit, and me and my husband went back and forth on ideas until we finally just came up with the galaxy theme. So he spray painted it black and then went over with like a rust color, just lightly spray painting it. And then he had some white that was almost completely out, so he ended up somehow was able to get speckles on it, which kind of really went with the galaxy theme, and I thought it was really cool. And that is the end of the tour. Just some things that we have done in the craft room, things that we have built, and things that we have done to make the craft room special to what I need and wanted. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.